All right. When you go to your web page, can you see the web page now? I'm showing on your screen now.
Yes.
Okay. You go to module 0 here, the first one on the top. All right. Now you can see course overview, introduction to course. You have to go through each one of them and try to gather more information. So here's the most important thing. There's a course syllabus and course calendar. Do you see them now? Syllabus first and the calendar. Can you see them?
Yes.
Okay. So you click on calendar. All right. You can expand that one. All the class meetings online. Days are given. Today's August 16th. I'm sorry, my computer screen fell up. Hold on a second. Okay. Now the first test is going to be on chapter 1 and 2 that we're going to cover before September 13, where the test would be given. Okay. So we're going to meet on next time, August 18th, and until we take the test. And we will move on to module, this is module 1. Module 2 is material for test 2. There are going to be 4 tests. So there are 4 modules in the course. So you can access material for each, before each test. And that includes slides, recorded lectures, etc. Okay? So are you clear about calendar now, how to look into that? Okay, get more information. All right? It's full view. You can scroll down and get a full view of the calendar. Now we go to syllabus. Syllabus is on here. Can you see that I highlighted syllabus now? Can you see my link to the syllabus? Okay, you click on that. You get a view. here. The important thing is you have to read the syllabus. And one of the things you need to look at is course content. Test 1 that covers under module 1 is chapter 1 and 2. Test 2 is chapter 3 and 4. Test 3 is 4 and 5 and 6, 7 and 8, module test 4. Okay, and the important thing is grading policy, evaluation procedure given here. Let me make it bigger. Are you guys there? Are you guys there?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I want to make sure that I'm not talking to a wall or something. Okay. Anyway, 50% of your final grade is coming from 4 tests. Final exam count 20% to it. Quizzes count 20%. Class attendance count 10%. Now that will add up to 100, maximum you can make. You can also make 10 extra points doing a bonus paper assignment, the 5th item. So that is due on November 21st. Okay, make sure that you read about on my course syllabus and where I describe it in my webpage and find out more. Okay, I'm not going to talk about all the other things except online test. Are you guys okay? Your test going to be online, and you have to, I will send you time periods that we had to come to Zoom meeting to take the test. We will talk about as the days approach. First test is going to be on September 12th, 13th. So we will wait. I will talk about it more in next class. All right. So you need to read the syllabus. Okay. Online test taking requirement. Read about that. So we will discuss more when we get close to the test dates. Do you have any questions about the course calendar and course syllabus now?
No.
No, sir.
Okay, that's good. If you have any questions, you can ask me in the next class period. Okay. Now I am going to start on module 1. I'm going to stop share now. And going to go to slides. Can you see my slide pages now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Here's the first slide on my slide presentation. Okay. Now you can My name is Upali Sirivoden, your instructor for CHEM 105 for this fall quarter. All right. Can you tell my first name? Are you guys trying? What is your instructor's first name?
Dr. Upali.
That's correct. You did good. You letter spell as Upali, Dr. Upali. Okay. Can you say that again now?
Dr. Upali.
Okay, very good. The last one is Sirivoden. That will be a little harder, but you understand on your phone, you talk to Siri Woden, Siri Woden. That's my last name. Okay. So you can read more about on my page describing about the instructor. So, and you can contact me at this email, first email, Gremlin email. Right now, my Gremlin email is screwed up. I'm trying to get it working right now. Since I am also taught at Louisiana Tech, I still have the Louisiana Tech email address. So in case you couldn't contact me through the first email, then go to the second one. And of course, you can call me, 318-278-2272. All right. The test days are given following days. I had to correct this one is on September 30, first test. I will make sure I wrote down in the next revision, all the test dates are correct. All right. So what we're going to do, as I told you before, there are 4 tests and a final exam. 4 tests count 50%, final exam counts 20%. Now, I'm going to start on test 1 material, which is the chapter 1 and chapter 2 content. Chapter 1 is, this is jumping around here. First chapter, we're going to talk about matter, energy, and measurement. Now, you guys are, how many of you are nursing majors?
Me.
Okay, a lot of you are nursing majors. There could be other health science related majors. How many of you are going to med school? Planning to go to med school?
Yeah, I'm planning on it.
Okay, that's good, very good. I'm going to help you out with the material here. Science, chemistry is very important for any in detail study of any scientific investigation. So in sciences, we deal with matter and energy. And also we need to know how we measure properties of matter and how we follow scientific method. So this chapter is going to outline some of these principles. The matter is something that has mass and volume. How many of you knew that? Energy is not matter. Energy is action of matter. What do I say? Energy is shown by actions of matter. movement of matter, movement of objects, kinetic energy, potential energy, light, sound, etc. Okay? So matter express changes through energy changes. Therefore, we can observe matter through energy changes. And these energy changes are measured by measurements. All right? That's the main idea. We're going to go to chemistry and study matter. We're going to talk more about physical changes of matter and chemical changes of matter. I'm going to outline it in next few slides. We're also going to talk about scientific method, which is used by many scientists, including chemists. How many of you know what is scientific method? What are the steps of scientific method? Have you heard about it? Are you guys sleeping? How many of you heard about scientific method? Okay, you guys not going to answer me, huh?
I'm sorry, can you repeat the question?
Have you heard about scientific method?
Oh, yes, I have.
Okay, that's what I was asking. Okay, good. Give me some feedback when I'm talking because I need to be interactive. I don't know if I don't get any feedback, sometimes I don't know where I stand. Scientific method start with observations. So observations are measurements. So measurement is like object weighs 10 pounds. That's the measurement, 10 pounds. We report measurement with a number and a unit. Reporting numbers in science. 10 grams is a number and the unit. That's how we report measurement. Measurement always have a number part and a unit part. How do you make measurements? What instruments are used in measuring objects? Certain things.
A ruler?
Yes, length by ruler, mass by balance, temperature by thermometer, like that. So each measurement has a unit, grams, milliliters, liters, volume, temperature, Celsius, Fahrenheit, Kelvin, units. So you need to know how to convert between different units. For example, temperature, Celsius to Kelvin, Kelvin to Fahrenheit, etc. Now, since we are talking about matter and its changes, chemical and physical changes, do you know what are the 3 states of matter? What are the 3 states of matter?
Liquid, gas, and solid.
Exactly. Great. So we're going to understand how these are physical changes going from liquid to solid, freezing. Evaporation is liquid to gas. Sublimation is solid to gas, sublimation. Have you heard that before? Changes of physical state or matter.
Yeah.
Okay, good. The matter also have certain properties. One of them we're going to look at is density. You can identify different material by measuring density and specific gravity. We're going to talk about that. As far as energy is concerned, last section 1.8, we're going to look into various forms of energy that are associated with matter. Potential energy due to the placement of objects. Objects are matter. And due to the movement of matter, kinetic energy. So we're going to look into details of this. We're going to go into chemistry and discuss little more about it. Chemistry is studying matter and its changes. Matter could be classified into so many things. Elements, compounds. Elements have one kind of atom. Compounds have two or more elements, combination. Matter is defined as anything that has mass and takes up a space. How many of you know what is the difference between chemical change and a physical change? Chemical change and a physical change. Are you guys here?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you don't know the difference, right?
No, sir.
Okay, when a matter changes chemically, chemical change, matter undergoes the chemical change, the substance of the matter change. For example, burning propane with oxygen, combustion, it produces carbon dioxide and water. The carbon dioxide and water is two different substances. Chemical change is a change in substances from reactive material to the products. They are totally different. In a physical change, it's only change in the state. Physical change is a melting. Water, as an example, water, H2O. Ice melts. When ice melts, solid become ice, solid water is called ice, ice change to liquid. So the substance never change. Do you get the idea now? Basic difference between a chemical change and a physical change.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Great. Hang on to that idea. Okay, it's a very important idea. Now we're going to talk about the scientific method. Observation is the first step in the scientific method. When you see something has changed, you are curious about it. you try to look at the change. Observation is a change in something, some color change, some noise, some temperature change, some explosion, etc. So you look into the observation and try to see a pattern in the observation. A pattern in the observation is called a law. For example, if you take a gas, if you increase the temperature of a gas, volume increase. That's a pattern. When pressure, temperature increase, volume increase. That's led to the theory, hypothesis. That gases are made out of particles. Kinetic molecular theory for gases. That's the theory we came up with. Now, theories are tested through the experiments and loop back to the theory again, changes the theory. So theory become a full-blown theory and very useful in our sciences. There are theories in chemistry like atomic theory, kinetic molecular theory of gases, kinetic molecular theory of matter, gases, liquids, solids. There are many laws. Gases follow so many laws. Charles' law, Boyle's law, Avogadro's law, Gay-Lussac's law. We're going to talk about them. These came out of observations and theories produced. Do you understand what I'm talking about? Any observation could be followed by looking at the pattern in the observation and coming up with a hypothesis, which hypothesis is a first theory, trial theory. Then it undergoes further experimentation. It becomes a well-known theory. It's proven again and again, and it becomes established. So let's look at some of the ideas behind this. Where does facts fit in the scientific method? Facts are coming out of observations. Measurements are observations. Observation is a fact. And also measurements are facts. And what is a hypothesis is called in scientific method? It's a trial theory or proposed initially without actual proof that is useful in explaining laws of observations, measurements follow laws. So hypothesis explains the laws that are created through observation. Theory is a formulation similar to hypothesis, but it is verified to some extent. It's been known for a long time. Hypothesis became a theory. But the theory is never permanent. Theories will be replaced by other theories. So you have to understand Newton's law for motion of objects, planets, stars, is replaced by Einstein's theory of relativity. That includes small particles as well, electrons and protons. You guys okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you have any questions?
No.
Okay, I'm going to go through this quickly. Measurements are two types. Measurements come from observation. First kind is qualitative. Second kind is quantitative. Qualitative is a verbal description of observation. That car moves faster than the first car moves faster than the second car. Object weighs more than the first object, weighs more than the second object. There's no number. The color changed from yellow to green. So there's no number associated. That's a qualitative measurement. Qualitative measurements are not very important in sciences. It's the initial observation. That followed by quantitative. Quantitative is you measure exactly what that change is. Change in mass, change in color with wavelength, where each color has a wavelength, so you can measure. So do you understand the difference between qualitative and quantitative now measurement? Quantitative measurement has the number and the unit. We were talking about it. So there are basic units for observations. There are main length, volume, and mass. So metric unit system uses meters, kilograms, and Kelvin temperature. Temperature is also a unit, one of the basic units. Now you have to know how to convert units. We are going to talk about that as we go along. Now, as I said before, measurement has a number and a unit part. We're going to look at number part. Measurements are expressed in normal or scientific notation form, scientific form. Scientific form has exponents of 10. Small numbers have negative exponents. Large numbers have, scientific notation have positive exponent to the 10 positive exponent. How many of you seen this, done this before? Normal number change to scientific number. Have you done that before?
No, sir.
Okay, all right. For example, this number, hold on. That's coming from my I had to go and okay, don't pay attention to it. I'm going to go back there again. Give me a second. I'm getting there. Hold on. Can you see it now? Okay, we talked about number part. So let's okay, how you change the I'm having problem. Okay. Okay. The units of the measurement also uses prefixes. Let me see units. Can you see my PowerPoint slide on units now?
Yeah.
All right. There are 7 basic measurements: length, volume, mass, time, temperature, and amount of substance. Say that again. Can you turn off my mic? Okay, there are 7. Length is indicated, unit is meters, indicated by small m. Volume is liters in metric system. Mass is grams. Time is seconds. Temperature is Kelvin. The amount of substance is measured in mole. Amount of substance is the one that we use in chemistry. How many base units are there in the metric system? 7. So these base units, like meters, could be expressed in terms of kilometers, micrometers, depending on the exponent we use. What is a gigameter? GM, capital D, small, big GM, small m. That is 10 to the 9 meters, 10 to the 9 meters. Big M, small m, M big, small m is 10 to the 9, 10 to the 6 meters. So these prefixes are used for temperature, for mass, for seconds, various other things. Mainly milliliters also we use this. Volume also we use for volume. So how many of you seen this before? Have you guys seen it?
Yes, I have.
Okay. Now there are questions about how many meters are in kilometer. Can you answer that? How many meters are in a kilometer? Did you see kilometers is 10 to the 3? That means 1,000. 1 kilometer is 1,000 meters. How many of you are athlete here? What is a 1 mile in kilometers? It's roughly about 1,500 meters. When you run 1,500 meters, it's close to 1 mile. Okay, just study this table when you have problems, how to convert prefixes. You need prefixes. Now we're going to go back to number part in the measurement. We're going to look into significant figures in the measurement. For example, if you have a measurement 233.1, how many significant digits are there? How do you get that? A measurement is an example of a measurement is 233.1. The last digit to the right, that's 1, is called the last digit to the right is called uncertain digit. Including you start counting from the uncertain digit 1, 2, 3, 4. Therefore, 4 digits, significant figure is 4. For example, 2.3 has 2 significant digits. Do you see now how do you say significant figures in the number part of the measurement? When there's zeros, leading zeros are not significant. The leading zeros, you see that 0.0055 are leading zeros. You begin with the zeros until you hit another number. Those 3 zeros are not significant. Leading zeros are not significant. Zeros in the trailing zeros are not significant. What is a trailing zeros before decimal place? Okay, if you take, for example, let me take example, 4,000, 4000. That 3 zeros in 4,000 are trailing zeros in a whole number. There's no decimal point. Trailing zeros in a whole number. Those 3 numbers, zeros, are not significant. Therefore, significant figure is 1. Okay? This is different when you have decimal point. Zeros after decimal point are significant. Zeros are significant. For example, 3.00 liters have 3 significant digits. Because these 2 zeros are trailing zeros in after decimal place. This is interesting. The second problem here in the same category. 0.0450, 0.0450. That the first two are leading zeros, they're not significant. Last one is a trailing zero, therefore it is significant. Therefore 0, 5, and 4 counted to 3 significant digits. How many of you getting this? Are you guys? How do you tell significant figures in a number that appear in the measurement? Okay, these are about the rules. The fourth description, fourth item, paragraph here. Zeros at the end of the number that has no decimal points may or may not be significant. For example, $36,000 is ambiguous. If you put that's only have 2 significant digits. Uncertain digits is 6 in 36,000, first number. The 36,000 has 2 decimal places. Now all zeros are significant. Now, since zeros appear after decimal place. So all 5 are significant, including 2. There are 7 significant figures in 36,000.00. 500 milliliters. There's a trailing zeros and whole number, therefore is only 1 significant figure. But if you want to make all numbers count, uncertainty is in the last number here, last 0 to the right, you put a decimal place. Then it contains 4 significant figures. We're going to look into more problems like that, okay?
Yes, sir.
I'm not going to go through whole thing today because I know this is first day. Can you go to my, let me show you where to go and read this. I have a let me show you where you can find this. So you go to the home module. Let me share my slides. Let me ask you one more thing before I forget. Can you sign up, go to chat box and sign up your name? You go to chat box, chat here, and sign up your name so that I will know who you guys are here. Okay? Let me show you how I show how to access the slides and continue from there. Can you see my slides now? Course web page on Canvas. You go to module 1. on here. You have a video for PowerPoint slide here. Can you see that? Chapter 1 PowerPoint video slide. Can you see it?
Yes, sir.
I'm sharing you here in the Canvas web page.
Why do you
Okay.
want to start tripping when I have to type my name in?
How do I know who came to the meeting? In the chat box, can you do that? So let me finish this one and talk to you about chat box. Okay. I click on PowerPoint slide. Do you see this now? Can you see it?
Yes, sir.
Now whatever we go on over here, so you can, it's already here. This is my last full quarter. Okay. I am repeating here. Okay. Do you see that you can, I have a copy of there on my web page.
Yes.
I'm trying to get out of here. Hold on a second, okay? Okay, I'm going to get out of there. Okay, I got out of there. So did you see where I went there on my course web page to get there? I go to module 1. You need to go through this little bit on your own, find out. Do you see this video here? It's highlighted, CHEM 105 chemistry, chapter 1 PowerPoint slide video. Do you see that?
Yes.
Okay, whatever I done, whole chapter is there. Can you go back and on your own time, just finish up about 5 more slides? Can you?
Okay. Yeah.
So then we start from next class period. Okay?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, how many of you sign up in the chat box? Only 2 I see. Can you do that for me?
I think everybody already did.
Okay, let me check that out. my chat box. I see Desia. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 people here, right? Okay, I see all of them. Okay, you done your part, okay? Okay, I will come back on Thursday, 1:30, okay?
Okay.
Okay, take care, everybody. All right, have a good day.
Thank you. You too.
Yeah, take care, bye-bye.